Hi my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, and for everybody who's new, I'm Leorah and I'm so glad you found me. So welcome to today's video, which is gonna be a get ready with me / first impression video, because as you know, every look I'm doing here is basically, even if I'm not announcing it as a get ready with me, it is a get ready with me because this is how I spend my life. This is what I'm doing here, this is how I'm gonna look throughout the day. So we are going to do a get ready with me and first impression with the Good Sports palette from ColourPop, which looks like this. And I got this from my best friend. She sent it to me because she knew that I was lusting after this palette for a long time, and then it was sold out, and then she got a notification that it came back, and then she ordered it for me. So I was so happy to receive this, and this is the first time that I'm creating a look with this. And you will see in the video that it was not so easy, surprising. It was not so easy, but I think the overall result is okay. So if you want to see how I created that look, and also I want to share a little bit about me reaching 1,000 subscribers and my thoughts about this and my dreams for the future and all of this, then please then please just keep on watching. Hi my lovelies, okay, it's time to do a look, and as you know from the intro, we are going to do a first impression of my ColourPop Good Sports palette, which looks like this, and it is a super beautiful fall time palette, and I'm fall colored palette, and I so love this, and I got this from my best friend because she believes in sometimes pampering me, so thank you. Okay, so this is a super beautiful palette, and I cannot decide what look to do. Now, I have decided to not do a full cut crease because I cannot always do that. I mean, I want to, I totally want to, and this palette, why not? I just feel like if I always do that, you guys are going to say, oh, that's all she ever does, you know? So that's why I think I'm just going to go for a different look today. And it's hard. It's hard because that gives me less color options, but I'm just gonna try. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in with this very dark, like it's like a dark blood color shade. It's very beautiful though, and it's called Reckless, and I'm just going to deepen up everything. That's the plan. And then I think I'm going to keep the whole look like in those pumpkin colors, orangey, this color scheme, at least for above the eye. And I totally want to use this one. This is like a green gold shimmer, which looks super stunning. Honestly, all of those shimmers are super amazing from the way they look. Of course, I have not tried any of them, but I wish I would have the time to just in one video show you all of those shades, the performance of all of those shades. So I just can't do that. I admire all the people who can do these, you know, 3 looks, 1 palette. You know, I cannot, but I do very much enjoy it when other creators do that, especially when I'm contemplating buying a palette. And the other day there was a video from Annette's Makeup Corner where she did, sorry for my voice, I'm still a little bit fighting a cold, where she did a look with the, I think the Metropolis palette. Was it Natasha Denona Metropolis palette? Like it is a quite neutral palette, like for her and for me, that isn't like it's not really our thing, but she did, and she was, I think she was surprised herself by that she managed to do like 10 looks with that one palette. And then she said this palette is way more versatile than I thought, and I must agree with her, because the looks that she came up with that palette were really surprisingly beautiful, because I thought it's just, you know, a neutral palette with like 3 pops of color, but she did really well. So with all of that being said, I like watching videos like this because it is sort of eye-opening, you know, and also because everybody feels colors differently. It is, for me personally, very interesting to see which color combinations people come up with which placements of the colors. Even if you use exactly the same colors in one look as a different person, but you just use a different placement, the look can come out absolutely different. And for me, this is super interesting. So yeah, I love when creators do those kinds of videos, but unfortunately I just can't, because I have no time to do this. But yeah, I wish I would have. Anyway, so I think I have deepened up the look as much as I want to. By the way, I also changed a little bit my lighting setup here, because I always had too little light from this side because the light was standing too far away. So I tried to change it a little bit, and I hope it's better now, because it always looked like, I almost feel like this side is darker now. I don't know. I can't figure out lighting. I cannot figure out like lighting settings in the camera. Is just totally beyond me. I don't know. All of these things, I'm just happy if I can manage to turn on the camera and it works, or to turn on the computer and it works, and all of these things. Like, I am such, like, I'm not good at any of this, so I'm just learning as I go along and trying to figure stuff out. So that's what we're doing here. And you're all part of the learning process. All right, something like that. I think here it looks a little bit darker. I think let's just put on a little bit more here in the corner. And then what I want to do is that I probably want to take one of those, yeah, this orange, which is called Hooky. I think this one. And I'm going to drag that into the inner part of the crease. No, crease is the country. Crease is the crease. Wow. But at least I'm already correcting myself, girls, right? Okay, so I'm taking a bit more of a shader brush, a flat shader brush, because now, of course, the my space to work with is a little bit more, you know, smaller. And I'm just going to press this in here, and I think this is gonna be really nice. Unexpected for me, maybe, because it is sort of not as bright, because I love bright colors, but I think fall themed, this is definitely gonna be super, super nice. Okay, so this is how it looks so far, and I think I so want to use this color, but maybe I should use that under the lower lash line. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do now, because that's what it is. I think though that I still want to deepen this up, because this color did not, do you see that this is not like evenly distributed? And yeah, it doesn't come in my crease here. Doesn't, no, there you go. Okay, so I think I'm just going to try to dab this on a little bit more, because I don't know, here it looks almost black, or like really, really dark red, and then on the edges it looks not. So yeah, okay. What I really wanted to talk to you about is actually that a couple of days ago, when I'm filming this, we hit 1,000 subscribers, and that is just, for me, a beyond belief. I cannot wrap my head around this, because I have been dreaming about this and working for this for 1.5 years. And that is, you know, maybe it's not a long time to reach 1,000, but for me it is a long time to reach 1,000, because of course I'm always comparing myself to others, and I shouldn't, but for me it was a long uphill struggle that was really, really hard for me, and I needed a lot of encouragement from my friends, you know, who told me, you're gonna be okay, don't worry about it, you know, take your time, the right people will find you, and all of the above. So wait, let's just continue also with the look. I think I'm gonna go in with this shade Trooper, which is like a bit of like a muted yellow, I would say, egg yolk yellowish kind of a thing. And I'm going to blend out this orangey shade with that yellowy shade. Yeah, so what that was the longest 1.5 years of my life, you know, and this whole thing about the 1,000 subscribers, it is sort of like a magic number. I don't know what it is. it's a magic number. I even got a message from YouTube congratulating me, and so there is like a significance to this, and I was so thrilled, and I reached 1,000 over Shabbat, and I wasn't even checking my numbers and anything, but I knew before Shabbat I had 997 subscribers, and then we were talking about it during Shabbat, and we're wondering if if I would have reached it after Shabbat, and we were sort of, you know, betting on yes or no, and then if yes, then how many above 1,000 I would have by now. And actually we just made it, like I think like 3 hours before Shabbat ended, I got the thousandth, wow, what a hard word, subscriber, and that was such a blessing to, you know, after Shabbat check my phone and then have this message there. I immediately took a screenshot, and if you're following me on social media, you will know that I then also just posted a big thank you on my social media that I just had reached 1,000 subscribers, and yeah, it's absolutely amazing. So now we just need the watch hours, and then I could get my channel monetized, which would be so helpful, sweetie, seriously. You know, because I'm not doing this as a hobby, I'm trying to make actually a living of this at some point, and I want to work with brands, and I want to also, as you already know by now, I want to develop my own makeup at some point, but I've been working here for 1.5 years for free, you know, and you also know that as a freelance makeup artist, I am not being hired that much because people are just too scared of my looks. I think that's what it is, because other than that, why would anyone doubt that I'm not able to like do a makeup for a bride or something like this? Yeah, so that is it has been a very, very hard time, and my husband had to sort of, you know, make up for makeup, huh? He had to make up for it, and that's just hard, you know. So I'm really, really looking forward to what is to come, and all of that, you know. It is super exciting, and it sort of feels like a door has opened, and I love that feeling. Yeah, so I've also heard from bigger YouTubers that after the first 1,000 is reached, it gets easier. So I hope so. I really, really hope so, because I still remember when I was stuck at 18 subscribers for like 3 months at the very beginning of my channel, and really all of those people were family members and my kids. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, oh, my voice is so bad. I'm so sorry. I think I cannot resist, and I'm gonna take this shade right here, and this is called Sister. And I'm just gonna try to blend this out without muddying up the yellow. Let's just take a different brush for the fun of it, because of course I want to try to use as many colors as possible, because that's what we do. But I don't want to have like a big splash of it, so let's try to blend this out. I hope I can do this. It is a bit muddy there, so let's see. Okay, so I'm not 100% sure about the outer part of the look, because it does look patchy and I still have to work on that. But maybe, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Maybe I'm going to take this shade, High Hopes, because I have high hopes that this is gonna help. I don't know. And I'm just going to try to put this here, just, I don't know, just to try to get away from the muddiness or something. This is such a shame, because I thought that this is gonna look nice, but right now I look like I've been beaten up. So I don't know what we're gonna do about that. ColourPop, what are we doing? Anyway, what I still wanted to talk to you about, of course, in the whole connection to me getting my first 1,000 subscribers, was also that what I thought was really, really interesting, but sort of also expected. Wow, this is getting worse by the minute. Anyway, was that once I have hit 1,000, you know, all those first the days before, I was super anxious. I thought, when is it gonna happen? When is it gonna happen? And then I thought initially, then once you have hit the 1,000, then you can relax, you know. And I always tell myself, it's funny in my life that it's always like this. I always work and work and work and work, and I tell myself, later on you can relax, later on you can do this, later on you can do that, but right now you have to focus, you have to work, you have to make yourself crazy. And then once I have hit the 1,000, I actually became even more anxious because I thought, okay, so now I have posted a big thank you that I've reached 1,000 subscribers, and then what if someone unsubscribes now? You know, what if I'm going to go, like, if there's a big drop right now or something like this? So I was watching my numbers like a hawk for the first couple of days. And I think as of when I'm filming this, we're at 1,007. So I thought, okay, so even if like 3 or 4 people unsubscribe, we're still gonna be okay. It's, you know, it's not all about the numbers, but still, you know, it gave me such a feeling of achievement, even though it is like nothing in my power to do any of this, you know, that I thought, no, I don't want this to go away anymore, you know. Anyway, yeah, so that's what it was. Okay, I'm just gonna go quickly off camera and try to fix this mess, and then I'm gonna come back. Okay, my lovelies, I think I gotta give up. I'm not at all happy with the blend. I'm not at all happy with the, I don't know, the whole performance. That is a letdown, but you know what, why faking it? It happens to me too, you know, not every look is a success, and I just hope that once everything is done, it comes together so it is halfway presentable. Alright, so what I want to do next is that I want to use this shade, what I told you about, this greenish gold, and that is called Ebb. Ebb, what is that? Ebb. Anyway, so we're gonna put that on. And I'm gonna spray my brush, of course, as always. Now this is really, really pretty. So I hope that everybody who sees me today is just going to focus on the shimmer instead of the mattes. Which is funny, you know, usually I have absolutely no problem with the ColourPop mattes. Maybe it's just, maybe it's me. Maybe it's me today. I don't think it is really a matter of the performance or the quality of the shadows, because like I said, usually there is really no issue. That is a beautiful color. Super, super nice. Anyway, let's do that on the other side too. And then there's also a very, very special look in this palette that is a little bit more like different. It's not what I usually would do. This is like a very dark brownish green, and then this is the accompanying sort of what I would say the accompanying shimmer, which is sort of also like a greenish, a dark green, cold, muddy shimmer. Oh, I'm so good at this. Anyway, yeah, so I'm going to place this sort of faking a half-cut crease, and that's what I'm gonna do. And then I'm just gonna finish up my face and, you know, do the usual stuff and try to not be too disappointed with this matte situation. Maybe I'll have to find some super big lashes in order to cover up the mess. I hope maybe it even doesn't come across on camera as bad as I feel it is, but I'm not happy. I'm not happy. Like, this is Alright, good. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna be right back with basically the almost finished look. Alright, so this is how it looks now. I have my lashes on. I did put a gold eyeliner on the lower lash line, which I just got the other day from Hadassah, one of my subscribers and friends here on social media, I guess, because we've never met really. So this is from Ulta Beauty. It's a gel eyeliner in the shade Golden Egg, which sort of resembles the shimmer shade on the top of the lid. And then I used a green eyeliner because I thought, you know what, maybe just if someone looks at me and sees the patchiness, maybe if I put a green eyeliner that is a little bit unexpected, maybe that will draw the attention to it instead of the patchiness. So I still see it. I tried to work around it. I don't know if it comes across on video. It is not super bad. It's not super bad. I just had to put in some more work. It's not super good either. So I'm not too crazy about my work today, but we are humans, right? Okay, so that is that. And yeah, my lashes I put on, I told you already. So now for the lower lash line under the gold eyeliner, I'm thinking I want to do either this very, very dark green, this one, and then blend it out with something, or this one again. What shall we do? What shall we do? I think I'm gonna go for the green. I think I'm just gonna try, because that is one more shade in this first impression video that I want to try. So let's just do that, because the other one, the other shade we have used already. And after all, it is a first impression video, so let's do that. Okay, I'm gonna go in with a angled brush because of the precise application, or sort of precise application. And I'm just going to drag this around under my lower lash line as close as I can. And then of course this whole area is already set, so this is not a tacky base anymore. But it looks pretty good. And then we also have to do the inner corner, and I think for that I'm just going to do the obvious choice, I think, and I'm going to use this one, which is called Wild Out. So the green one is called Trophies. Alright, I'm just going to intensify this a little bit, and then I'm going to take a fluffier brush to blend it out. Something like that. Let's try to blend it out without any other shade. Just make it a little bit more fluffy. And then that's it. Well, my voice is still so raspy. Seriously. I've had the hardest time to get over this cold. It took so long. Yeah, okay, so something like that. Okay, so I think overall the look is not bad. I can live with this. I can be seen with this. It's okay. Is this the most spectacular thing I've ever created? No. But let me just put this inner corner highlight on while I'm talking. But it's different, you know. I just wanted to do something different for a first impression than always my super winged out cut creases, even though right now I love those the most of all of my looks, because I don't know, I'm just on the winged cut crease train right now. But you know, it's good to do other looks too, because you know, we don't want to fall into a routine here that is always the same, right? So this is the inner corner, which is, it is even a little bit more skin tone for me, for my skin tone, than I expected. I thought it would be a little bit lighter, but it does look really, really nice, and it performs well. So I'm not complaining. It's just an observation that that's how it looks. So I don't know if it comes across, but oh, I can't breathe. Can't breathe. Whew, I gotta recover from this, really, because it's really hard to talk and it's really hard to breathe. All right, but by the time you see this, don't worry, I'm gonna be okay already, because I'm pre-filming, and that's really all it is. So that's how it looks. I'm gonna do the other eye. I'm gonna do mascara and find something for my lips, and then I'm gonna come back and share with you my final thoughts about my big milestone. Okay, my sweeties, this is the finished look. Yeah, I went for a bright lip. I was actually very tempted to go for like a really dark purple lip, but that's what it is, and I think it is okay. It's not the best thing, as I told you. It's not my best work ever. It's not the most intricate work. It's not the most detailed work. It's not the most blended work ever in my life, but I think we pulled it off, and I can be, you know, it's, you know, I'm presentable like that. All right, so that is that. Let me just zoom you out a little bit. And yeah, so what do I think about the palette? I did use quite a few shades. I used this one and this one and this one a little bit to blend out, or to try to help to blend it out, and this one and this one and this one and this one and this one. So basically almost all the shades. And I do like the palette. I see a lot of looks that I can do with this, and maybe it was just me today. Maybe it's possible, because I'm not feeling 100%, as you know, because I still have the cold, and you know, sometimes it's just, sometimes you have bad makeup days, just as other people have bad hair days or just bad days. So even though I don't feel like I'm in a bad mood or anything at all, but sometimes that just happens, and maybe you don't even see it as bad as I do, but I just have really high expectations of myself, and I'm always driving myself crazy. So, which also brings me then back to the topic about me reaching my first big goal here on YouTube. And I know I've been driving myself crazy for those last 1.5 years. I doubted myself all the way, because I never really believed that someone is gonna watch this, someone is gonna want to see this, what I'm doing here. But I know personally that I have come a very long way. So when I force myself to go back and look at my first videos where I talk like I just took a sleeping pill or something, and it was hard, you know, I was always shaking, I was always terrified, but at the same time I knew that this is what I want to do. This is where I want to establish my place, and where I want to have my platform. And so you grow along the way, and that is really the nice thing. So I can see myself growing. I can see myself becoming more secure in front of the camera, more secure and established in my place here, and also more secure in how I'm gonna work with whatever is coming towards me. So I hope that there is a good future for me. I want to work with brands. I want brands to see me, you know, and work with them, and also eventually develop my own things once I get around to doing all this, because first of all, my kids have to be a little bit more low maintenance before I can actually dive into this, because this is going to be super time consuming. But that's my plan, and that's my dream. And as of right now, my big dream of having my first 1,000 subscribers has come true. So I should really not doubt that that other dreams will follow, and other dreams will come true, sort of. That's what I wanted to say. So, and I wanted to just thank you for all of you being here, for supporting me, especially like my old timers that have been with me all the way and have been in my comment section every single time, or almost every time, or have always come back periodically to say hi and to show their support. And I just want to thank you for being loving and being kind to me in this place of learning for myself and exploring, and all of these things that I'm doing right now, which is super lovely for me at age 40 to do this, and to let myself having this sort of like a playground kind of situation, and that you are all here with me sharing this, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. So if you're new here, then please subscribe to my channel, and let this tribe grow a little bit more. I will be so happy to have you, and thank you so much if you're new here for subscribing. And also for everybody else, if you like the video, give it a like, leave your comments in the comment section. You will find everything I used, as always, in the description box down below, and I will see you here soon, hopefully without a cold and dripping nose and all of these things next time for my next video. And up until then, go ahead and sparkle. Hugs and kisses. Bye.